An article came out in the Jamaica Observer today, right?
Right.
It's in relation to the passport situation for some of our players. Now, I'm going to refer to the article quickly, right? With the deadline for the provisional list of 60 players due Monday, this is for the Concacaf Gold Cup, right?
Right.
The executive arm of the federation and the team manager, Roy Simpson, stick up in. Roy Simpson, you are responsible, sir. All right? Have been scurrying to address the passport issue. All right. With the expectation of a few players who are facing challenges with the original documentation to start the application process, the remainder seems on their way to acquire the Jamaican passport, right?
Right.
All right. So the Jamaica Observer has learned Jordan Cousins of Stoke City. He will be a new person. So this is news breaking. He's a CDM that plays for Stoke City. Quality player, but had a season badly affected by injury. Actually, he's now a free agent, so he could be looking for a club. Or is looking for a club. Curtis Stilt, Ethan Pinnock, good news. Jamal Lowe and Kemar Roof of Rangers on Thursday gained their Jamaican travel documents. So these people will be in the squad, right?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, that is good news. So, two pieces of information that come out of this is that Jordan Cousins and Kemar Roof will most likely be in that Gold Cup squad, right? So those are two new players now that are added to the pool, right?
Right.
All right. So the article goes on to say, right? The source, JFF sources reveal that the organization meanwhile remain hopeful that Amari Bell, who we just spoke about earlier tonight, Casey Palmer, and Dylan Barnes, whose documents have been processed, could get through in time to meet Monday's deadline. So they are saying they are hopeful about those three. Of the three, Amari Bell is an important player for the squad right now, based on his first two games that have been very competent, right?
Right.
Time, however, is fast running out on Watford FC striker Andre Gray and Rotherham United defender Wesley Harding. So you win some, you lose some with JFF. So we could be without, or it looks most likely that we are going to be without Andre Gray and Wes Harding. Two men who performed very well
in the night. Yes, very well on the night.
Alright. In the meantime, confidence is high that it will be resolved before the World Cup. Just to cut to the chase, right?
Before the World Cup or the Gold Cup?
World Cup. So those two will be out for the Gold Cup. It seems. I wouldn't take that as 100% because this is a warning for people who cover JFF. Don't always run to try to break the news when it comes to JFF because we've seen in the last couple of weeks that you hear one thing and then a couple of days after the story changed completely. You understand? Sometimes we have to wait for things to develop. Take it from me, from somebody who worked in the media. Because this story came out that the guys weren't going to get their majority of them weren't going to get their thing there. All right, a last piece of important news this is West Ham striker Mikel Antonio has confirmed to the boys, has committed to the boys, but he will definitely miss out on the Gold Cup. As his passport processing has been held up, it is said that he is required to be there physically to address issues surrounding the process. But it is believed that he is on vacation in Greece with his family. So, Antonio out. Now, what we get out of that now? 3 valuable pieces of information, right?
I'm listening. I just hear panic. I'm here panicking because a lot of the names I want to see in the Gold Cup is not going to be there, So I'd love to hear which valuable pieces of information. Only one I get that's valuable is that Pinnock is going to make it. But
I wasn't even talking about that. Obviously, the inclusion of the 2 new players, which are needed, that's the first piece of valuable information. then the exclusion of the two guys, which are also needed in Harding and Gray, is another valuable piece of information. And thirdly, Mikel Antonio is on vacation and can't make it to the High Commission to start out it.
Mediterranean living is more important than some things, I guess. I'll drink to that, Mr. Antonio. Here's to Greece.
I'm not panicked, actually. I take it as good news. The only, like I said, the only negative out of it is the two players, which is Gray and Harding. But with Alvos Powell now in a team training regularly, I expect him to come in. And where Lowe was playing in CDM, Jordan Cousins will go there. Lowe will play where Harding was playing in the back three. And Alvos Powell will play out on the wing back where Fisher was playing. You understand?
Right.
When you add the players that they have now, and you could also have a Kevin Stewart who also has his passports already. Anthony Grant, we don't know if they're going to call him, but he already is in possession of his travel documents, from what I understand, or what God told us a couple weeks ago. So you add a Daniel Johnson, a Bobby Reed, a Shamar Nicholson, Leon Bailey, Jamal Lowe, Ethan Pinnock, Kemar Lawrence, Andre Blake, to the guys that are already in Japan. You're looking at a strong squad.
But a strong squad for World Cup.
That's not a strong squad for Gold Cup, because those are the players that would be available for Gold Cup. The only ones that would be missing that we would have been looking forward to are Harding, Gray,
Mikel Antonio and
Antonio. So there will be three players that won't be there that the fans were looking forward to. But there are also some players that will be in the tournament making their debuts.
So what about, so how I don't remember getting any confirmation on Bailey.
Well, remember Bailey signed the contract. Remember he finished the season injured, but we would expect him to be fit for the Gold Cup. The last statement I think we received from that camp is that he is preparing for the Gold Cup. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
I think we should be okay. You know what I mean? The one thing with Roof, like Antonio, he's very injury prone as well, so I have to take it easy with him. So I think we should probably rotate our strikers depending on the opposition. You know what I mean? And I'm really looking forward to that first game against Suriname.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
We see them get the
For love beat throbbing.
Yeah.
From a Canada side, that looks really impressive.
Really good. Yeah, they look really impressive.
Yeah.
I could spot a few weaknesses, but it would be a good challenge for Jamaica if we come up.
Yeah. Technically sound.
Yeah, technically.
But they can be broken apart.
Yeah. And we have the from what I see in the Serbia game, we have the players to take on most of these Concacaf teams.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of us getting it right. You know what I mean? And it's most of the problems with Jamaican football are off-field issues affecting on-field matters. You understand?
Right.
Yeah, especially like that USA game that we played the other day, where off-field issues. The off-field issues cause us to have that big of a loss. You know what I mean?
Yeah.